yeah, you came onto my radar when you won the Rendezvous submission.
Yeah.
Right. How did that feel, dude? The whole process, if you could walk me through it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it still doesn't feel real. But yeah, I've been a Tipper fan for a long time. I think the first time I saw Tipper was like 2011 or something like that at Sonic Bloom with Andrew Jones, and I think this was at Shadows Ranch in Colorado, and yeah, hooked right away. And so yeah, I had never really written ambient stuff before, and my whole plan was to do 2 submissions, do like a head nod one and an ambient one, and I sat down and started writing the ambient stuff, and it just hit me. I really enjoyed it, and I just got lost in it the way that you should get lost in creation, and just focused on that and kept working on it until the end, until it was like, I don't know, a week into for the deadline for submissions or whatever. And yeah, I did not expect to get picked for that. To be honest, I was listening to a lot of submissions. I guess one that really stood out to me was Benji Robot. I think that's his name.
Oh yeah.
And he did like a whole original ambient submission, and it was amazing.
Fan of his downtempo work as well.
Yeah, his downtempo is awesome.
Yeah.
And so I listened to that, and I was like, okay, that's who they're picking for sure. And then one day, one of my buds sent me a message on Instagram, and it was a screenshot of them announcing, and it said twofoxes right there. And yeah, I grabbed my girlfriend and I cried, and it was one of the greatest moments of my life. And then they brought us out there and just treated us so well. They got us a hotel, like they flew us out there. They fed us, and anything that I needed, they were on top of. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. And then just playing up there for everybody was a whole nother thing that is just honestly kind of like ineffable. It's hard to describe being up there. And
was it your first time at Suwannee at all?
Yeah, I've never.
I haven't been yet either.
It's a crazy place, man. It's just full of life. It's always making noise. Yeah, it's a cool place. I really enjoy. I'd love to go back. I'd love to play there again. I'd love to just go back just like hang out actually, because it's a cool place. I enjoyed it.
That sounds beautiful. Just that submission. I have chills thinking of that moment when you realize that this could be so validating to do it, of working through something and submitting it.
Right. Yeah. And if you've been doing art for any amount of time, that you've had these thoughts of like, oh, I'm not quite good enough, and then you can have the opposite too, where you're just like really, really on like your own best fan for like an hour. So yeah, I've been writing music for a long time, and like I've been really working on what my sound is, and if that's even something that I can work towards. And so yeah, to get that recognition, for them to pick me was wild, and it just made me feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I'm gonna keep doing this for sure.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And also just hanging out with Tipper fam, like in the crowd, and like after, like before the shows, like they're so cool. I love all those guys, and like it's a different scene from any other electronic music scene that I've ever been a part of. So yeah, it was special.
Awesome.